Hello, my name is Darren, and for my Advanced Digital Skills project, I was looking at heart rate and how it is affected by on-screen action in video games. My hypothesis was that on-screen action would trigger an increase in the heart rate of the player. Before I talk about how I went about this project, I'm going to explain what I identified as on-screen action. I looked at multiple genres of games and determined that there was nothing that could be defined as on-screen action that was universal across every game. For example, in a first-person shooter game, the on-screen action would be the act of performing mission tasks and reacting to coming under fire, whereas in a fighting game, the on-screen action would be performing combos and reacting to the actions and attacks of the opponent. For my project, the game I looked at was Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero is a rhythm game in which the player hits different notes in time with a song. In Guitar Hero, I determined that the on-screen action would be pressing the notes in time with the music. The player would be attempting to get the highest possible score on the hardest difficulty level, so they would need to give the game all of their focus. For this stage of the project, I was working in a small group where another person was playing the game while I used various equipment to record both the heart rate and the gameplay. To measure the heart rate, we used a device called a Mio heart rate monitor, which we synced to an app previously created by one of our tutors. This app was able to read the heart rate every second and produce a JSON file with a number representing the BPM of the subject. We simultaneously ran a program called OBS to record the Guitar Hero gameplay. The app was running on a mobile phone device, so once the process was complete, we took the JSON files from the phone to the computers. This is where the group work portion of this project ended. I used a program called Magic of Voxel to create a 3D model that represented the BPM. I did this manually by taking the numbers in the JSON file and creating pillars, each representing a second of time that were the same height as the BPM, creating a three-dimensional bar chart. I did this for a selection of 5 different songs. These songs were Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses, Speeding by Steve Vai, Creeping Death by Metallica, Fuel, also by Metallica, and Jordan by Buckethead, the latter of which our subject elected to record at 125% speed. On screen now you can see one of the 3D representations of the songs. This particular model represents Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. The song is 277 seconds long, or 4 minutes and 37 seconds. You can see how during this song the heart rate of our subject increases as the song goes on, starting at 81 beats per minute with the lowest value reading at 78 beats per minute and peaking at 130 beats per minute by the end of the song. Exactly 150 seconds into the song is where the subject's heart rate begins to build. You are now watching the final 37 seconds of the song, where the subject's heart rate increases from 119 beats per minute to 130 beats per minute. This segment of the song is not as fast as early segments of the song, like the solo. Performing the solo causes the subject's heart rate to increase initially, and continues to increase as the subject fails to hit certain notes of the song, causing a lapse in final score. The subject's highest BPMs while performing the song Fuel by Metallica, where it peaked at 172 beats per minute. The song is 271 seconds in length, however the subject's heart rate caps at 114 beats per minute before the 87-second mark. At this point it builds rapidly for 12 seconds to 144 beats per minute, where the increased rate slows. It remains high like this for the duration before dropping down to 129 beats per minute in the last 8 seconds. Looking at the gameplay recording, specifically here at the 87-second mark, you can see that the combination of fast notes combined with the occasional missed note cause the subject's heart rate to increase similarly to how it did towards the end of Welcome to the Jungle. However, unlike with Welcome to the Jungle, the song still has about 3 minutes remaining at this point, and the song's solo has yet to be performed, appearing at the 191-second mark. This is consistent with what we found during the previous song, and what we identified as on-screen action initially has been the obvious case for the increase in heart rate. Both Creeping Death by Metallica and Speeding by Steve Vai are also consistent with the initial hypothesis. However, the exception to this seems to be Jordan by Buckethead. The subject's heart rate peaks at 109 beats per minute here. However, consistently this song has fast notes, which is increased in speed and difficulty by the addition of electing to play this song at 125% speed. There is only one identifiable difference with the subject's performance of Jordan by Buckethead. While the amount of notes missed on the previous songs was minimal, they always consistently happened at the place where the heart rate increased. However, during the performance of Jordan, the amount of notes missed compared to the other songs was considerably lower. This may be the cause for the consistent low heart rate through the subject's performance of Jordan. Despite the subject's performance of the song Jordan, on average I would conclude that the data from my Advanced Digital Skills project proves my hypothesis.